Welcome to Lensmore. If it's your first time here, the only thing you should be aware of at this point is that we have a name policy. It's nothing strict. We just ask that you don't make names like I Will Eat You or Britney Spears or Lord of the Rings. So my character's name is going to be Tarek. This just asks you if your name follows our policy. Type yes. Now you have to enter a password. You have to re-enter the password. And now you can choose between Lensmore and Anthropo. Lensmore is a green, lush continent. It's played by more players than Anthropo, but a lot of people say that if you join Anthropo, which is sort of this desert, slave, trading industry kind of continent, you really get helped. And it's true. Anthropo takes care of itself. For the purposes of this guide, I'm just making a Lensmore character. So I type Lensmore. Now I can choose between the different races of Lensmore. If you want to find information out on a race, you just type help and the race name and press enter. Help human. It gives you a brief description of what a human is, which I'm sure you know, and their stats, what skills they start the game with, and you can do this for as many other races as you want until you figure out the one you want to play. So for this guide, I'm making a Selkie. Male or female, pretty obvious. Now here I would suggest that if it's your first time, you do not take the advanced option. The default options are actually pretty great for making a character and leveling at a normal rate without becoming too weak. So just type no. Is this in color? If so, press yes. Now you're in the game. The first command you should learn how to use is look. Look will just simply show you the room you're in. This is the entry room. Now, if you're new here, you should go west into the newbie guide area. So we're going to type west and press enter, and here you are. So now you can go room by room in a northerly direction and learn the basic commands of the game, how to get help, how to wear equipment, how to kill a mob, how to buy equipment, how to learn skills. It shouldn't take you too long, but it will give you a basic idea of Lensmore and how its commands work. I definitely recommend it. It's a huge help, and you can always go back to it if you need to in the future. The last thing I'm going to talk about in this introductory guide is validation. Until you validate your character, you're unable to communicate with most other players if they're not staff, and your channel use is limited. So I would type help validate, which explains to you what validation is. It's just a email that's sent to your email address, and then you put the code into your character here. So you type validate my email address at place.com and properly spell it. And a few minutes later, you'll get a code in your email address, and you'll type validate and the string of numbers. Once that's done, your character will be validated, and you'll be able to go around Lensmore as you want and talk to other people. I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask the staff members. You can type who, and all the characters who are at the top of the screen with white names, you see Maitreya, Eladar, Niema currently, and others, are staff. You can always ask them for help.